Hi everyone, welcome back to JJ Sport TV. This is JJ Sports. Welcome back, and this is LeoDave here, right here with me. Yeah. So when you hear that sound, it's the UEFA Champions League. That's the UEFA Champions League anthem.
Very excited.
Yeah. So the quarterfinal has been played. We have seen Real Madrid eliminating Chelsea, and AC Milan eliminates Napoli, and then Manchester City eliminates Bayern yesterday. Yeah, and Inter also eliminates Benfica yesterday. So um, let's first talk about the Real Madrid Chelsea. Firstly, LeoDave, greet our listeners at home.
Hello everyone, I'm LeoDave again, and it's been a long time, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back. So we hope you are enjoying our TV. We hope you are enjoying our page, and we will always be ready for you, bringing more sports updates to the channel. Subscribe and like every of our videos. Share our videos everywhere. Let people see, and we will give you sports updates back to back. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, we saw Real Madrid eliminate Chelsea. They went to the Stamford Bridge at the second leg to beat Chelsea 2-0 after winning at the Santiago Bernabeu 2-0. Also, Chelsea not scoring, Chelsea creating chance but not scoring. What can you say to Chelsea's performance?
Chelsea's performance has been due to a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. It can't just be on Coach Lampard. We know he has his own addition, but it can't just be on him. Now, starting from the top, from the ownership, that's where the major issue started. Though Chelsea have been having the symptoms of this issue since last season, since the Abramovich saga with Russia and everything. So it has been a little bit of a worry since then. But the new ownership has just turned everything upside down, trying to run the football club like a personal business venture, like as if you are selling food or something that just personally belongs to you, which no one is disputing. It belongs to you, but you have to remember that there are a lot of stakeholders. Might not be financial stakeholders, but there are a lot of stakeholders who are interested in how the club is being run. It's not just your personal belonging, because there are fans who put their lives into this, not the whole of their life, but who put all their passion, all their energy into supporting this team. So you have to put them in consideration too. So running the team as a lone business without having ideas from other aspects, from the coaching board, from the fans, from every important personnel to the club, is a bad way to run a club. So on my part, the whole 100% blame of the Chelsea not performing well, Todd Bowley has to take 40 of it from me. He has to take 40% of it, because he has not run it well. Now, on the part of the coach, for all the coaches, I won't put much of the blames on all the 4 coaches that have run Chelsea this season, because when the ownership is bad, it will take a toll on the coach. Now, for Thomas Tuchel, we saw he had issues with Todd Bowley before he got sacked. So, in fact, it wasn't just about the performances that made him get sacked. It was about internal issues with the coach. So, the coaches don't have much to say, to do in this. You have to make do with the available resources, and also the best you can do is to give the team your idea on how to play. You are not going to be on the pitch to play it for them. So that is why I don't blame Potter too much, though I blame him for some reasons too, not actually having taken charge of the team. He didn't take charge of the team well. So it was more like there were other players who were bigger than the coach in the team. So I blame Todd Bowley for running the team the way he ran it, and for making, when he hired Potter, for making him just the head coach and not the manager. There are two different things. As a manager, you decide who you need, what you want, the materials, how they can be brought in, how the kind of players that should leave. But as a coach, all you need to do is the tactics. Just deal with how the players play, what strategy do they need. So he was hired as a coach and not as the manager, which actually proved to be a big issue. But the players too will actually get a lot of blame. Another 40% for them. I blame the players 40%. I blame Todd Bowley 40. Then the managers all together 20. Why? Because the tactics for, especially for Graham Potter, the tactics were clear, was seen. Play from the back, hold the possession, then create chances, which they were doing, but taking the chances created was the issue. So up front there were problems. No striker could score after a clear-cut chance has been created. We see Advert wasting a lot of chances. We see Sterling missing a lot of chances. Christian Pulisic, Mikhailo Modric, mention them. So you can't blame that on the coach again. It has to be on the players, because obviously we saw a style of play. We saw the style of play brought in a lot of chances, but taking the chances will not be on the coach. So I don't blame Potter in that aspect by blaming not taking charge of this team. So we saw the same thing with Bruno Salto against Liverpool. Very wonderful game for Chelsea. They dominated the game. They created a lot of chances. But what's the issue again? Finishing the chances up front. So, and also with Frank Lampard, is not much of a chance creator, but his tactics are clear. Defend, go on counter, and with that we still see in some cases, not in all, but the few chances Chelsea have created, the players will still take them. Against Real Madrid, second leg, Chelsea actually played well for the first 30-40 minutes, but taking the chances was wrong. They didn't. So that can be on the coach. That has to be on the players. So the players just get the money. They don't care. Whatever happens, it does not matter to them. After all, a lot of them will leave the team, find another team who will still pay and fund their bills. So the players have to stand up, have to get themselves back together so that Chelsea can be on their foot again.
Frank Lampard is an interim manager till the end of season. Yes. Now Chelsea have listed 2 coaches now that probably could take over the team. Luis Enrique and Julian Nagelsmann. Which of them do you think will take Chelsea to a higher place and do something better for them?
Talking of those 2 coaches, apart from the fact that Julian Nagelsmann haven't had any trophy in his career, and Luis Enrique have had loads of trophies with Barcelona alone. Just with Barcelona, he hasn't won anywhere else he went to. He didn't win before entering Barcelona. He didn't win after Barcelona. So he's had, and that season he got into Barcelona, he met a brilliant team, a brilliant Barcelona team. That was the era of MSN, the famous MSN that kept banging goals. Iniesta was still much active in football. Xavi Hernandez was still good. Sergio Busquets was. So he met a very wonderful Barcelona team. So he did wonders with that team. But taking that out of his CV, there is not much he has to offer, because we see him just pass the ball around. We see his team just play around without making any significant progress. We saw with Spain. Spain actually were in the World Cup. They lost to Japan. Struggled to win over. Okay, they didn't struggle to win over Costa Rica. They won square down, and that was the only game they won convincingly. Against Germany, they couldn't win. Against Morocco, they were goalless. So we saw it is not that kind of coach that I think Chelsea really need, because with Chelsea's traditional style of play, they want to be direct. They want to win the ball from their half, then take it to you, not to tap and play around like the likes of Man City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich do. No, they want to win the ball, go directly to the post. If it is 1 long ball, 2 long balls that to take, and that's what they want to play. So I see Nagelsmann being the perfect coach for that, because he has actually had experience with average teams, starting from Hoffenheim. He brought Hoffenheim to the limelight, and we saw a lot of players who were average players become world-class players under him. The likes of Serge Gnabry, Andrej Kramaric, Leon Goretzka, and a lot of them like that. So he made them good players, because Hoffenheim became a renowned team in Germany. Now, from there, we saw him move to Leipzig, and Leipzig kept doing well under him. The likes of Christopher Nkunku came to the limelight under him, and quite a number of them. So now at Bayern, we saw his record at Bayern, very good record. Didn't draw any game in the Champions League till he was sacked, kept winning in the cup competition, remained till he got sacked. So in the league, he was not far behind, was only by points trailing, which we know the Bayern Munich team can easily overturn. So actually, Nagelsmann for me is the perfect coach for Chelsea, for the fact that Chelsea are currently an average team right now. So Nagelsmann can actually make them play the kind of direct football we saw with Hoffenheim, the kind of direct football we saw with Leipzig, with them, and all these average players in Chelsea can actually come to play well. You can see them at their full potential. I think the likes of Mikhailo Modric will actually be at their best. Will be like the likes of Christopher Nkunku at Leipzig, the likes of Serge Gnabry at Hoffenheim. So I really see Nagelsmann being the best fit, in my opinion, for Chelsea, and not Luis Enrique. And Luis Enrique already had a clause to anyone who is going to sign him that they have to spend. They have to spend. He does not want to stress himself. So,
but now Chelsea have to offload at least 10 players in the team.
It's very much obvious. They really need to. If they will like new recruits,
so that they won't breach the FFP rules, the financial.
And apart from that, apart from the FFP financial rule, a lot of players with that Champions League football will want to run away.
Yes.
A lot of players. We are seeing Messi Mount already wanting to go, though not due to Champions League, but due to lack of play time. Then we know somebody like Thiago Silva. Aubameyang is frustrated with the team already. Thiago Silva too is thinking of leaving based on Champions League football, and already we know he's old enough to actually make his decision and leave for any team he wants. So a lot of players like that. Christian Pulisic might not stay till next season. Cesar Azpilicueta is no longer playing for the team as he should, as we think he should. So a lot of players are leaving. So I think Nagelsmann is good. Even when he comes, if it is Nagelsmann, when he comes, a lot of players like that who can play energetic football will have to vacate the team. So a lot of players will have to go, a lot of salaries will have to be taken out.
All right. Yeah, we saw Bayern also got eliminated yesterday by Manchester City. After Thomas Tuchel being appointed as Bayern Munich manager, they are out of the DFB Pokal and also out of the Champions League now. And what's the future of Thomas Tuchel in that team?
Thomas Tuchel doing well with the team in a way, and I'm saying that in the style of play Bayern are having, because I watched them against Manchester City yesterday. They played well. Their problem is very similar to the problem of Chelsea. They couldn't finish. That's the issue. They created the better chances, they created more chances, but they could not finish their chances. Unlike the first leg against Man City, where Man City completely dominated the game. So it's very obvious they have a good style of play. But this is where the issue is. You're already out of the Champions League, you're already out of the DFB Pokal. It's not showing well of a manager who is as experienced as Thomas Tuchel. Because he didn't play this way as Dortmund, and we saw it was a masterclass as Chelsea. So Bayern should be an easy peasy job for him. But football is a roller coaster. It doesn't get right every time. Sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't do well. But their chances of winning the league is still very much open, very much open. I think they should now see. They should move on from the disappointment of losing those two competitions now, their cup competitions, move on from disappointment and see it as an opportunity to focus more on their league. They can do well, they can win the league. That's the only option now, that's the only thing. So let's go of the disappointment, focus on the future. Bayern should do well.
Yeah. Now, we have seen the semi-final draw. Real Madrid will be playing Manchester City, and a Milan derby, Inter Milan playing against AC Milan. So we are done with the big boys league. Now on to Thursday night football, the Europa League. Manchester United will be playing Sevilla tonight. They played a 2-2 draw at Old Trafford in the first leg. What do you see? Do you see Manchester United qualifying tonight, or?
This is football.
Yeah.
So in that case, based on that, and Manchester United can actually qualify. But checking other factors, Manchester United is seriously being hit with injury crisis right now. One of their best footballers, not injured though, but he's not playing this night, Bruno Fernandes, due to suspension.
Marcus Rashford is back on the pitch for them.
Yes, but we don't expect him to go straight into the match from the start. Though I'm not the coach, but no one expects him to, because his injury was estimated to be longer than this.
Yes.
But making an appearance tonight should be cautious. Should be cautious. So and coupled with the fact that Sevilla are the best team in the Europa League, not this season.
Yeah, and they'll be playing at their home ground tonight.
Yes, they have seen them win it back to back for 3 consecutive years before, and we've seen them win it against Manchester United before. We've seen them win it against Liverpool before, and now for the fact that the first leg ended a draw, man should be thanking their stars that there is no more away goal rule, because it would have been a done and dusted game for Sevilla with that 2-2 lead. Now, with that 2-2 aggregate score. Now, this night, Ivan Rakitic already made mention of it, that at their home ground, their fans will be out rooting for them, which for players without confidence, that can intimidate Manchester United. And we've seen Manchester United away run in all competitions. They've not been as good as they used to be at home. Now, we saw they were good against Liverpool, excellent against Liverpool at home in the first leg, and they won. But we saw what happened in the second leg. We saw how good they were at home against Manchester City, and we saw how bad they played away to Manchester City. We saw how good they were against Arsenal in the league, and we saw how not too good they were against Arsenal away. So the away factor coupled with injury might take a toll on Manchester United. But this is football. You can't take anything out. They can play a draw again. If Sevilla can draw at Old Trafford, then there's nothing stopping Manchester United drawing at Seville. So drawing at Seville takes them into penalty shootout, and who knows, penalty shootouts, as we all know, is a game of luck. So Man U is not ruled out, but is now a more difficult job for them than it was at 2-0 up in the first leg, because they were the architect of their own downfall. So Sevilla has something to capitalize on, but Man U is not out of the game, so it can go either way. Both teams are teams of good reputation and teams that can go with each other.
This is Jay Sport TV, and I am Jay Sport. This is LeoDave here with me. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video.